Okay, this is how you would determine if threats are auto-upgraded from Al-Qaeda to ISIS. So, under a mind control sequence, you need to be a mind control victim. Basically, you need you need to build a cache, and this cache has to do with how programs function. So, um, you need to recall and load basically Al Qaeda's full perception while hijacking into this cache, hijacking aircraft. Okay, you need to single out a portion of that sequence, like I took the plane plays through that sequence when I played it. I took I took the plane, quote unquote, and I use that as a cognitive function to remodel an Al Qaeda hijacking state, okay, in a lower, deep, affirmed voice. So I use the lower voice that was used to symbolize the exact sequence that was played to me under mind control of an Al Qaeda hijacking. Okay, so I use that to summon the Al Qaeda hijacking. We see an Al Qaeda related hijacking identified with during a runway hijacking um, that that auto upgrades to ISIS. So my point is, to get to the airport hijacking port, you need to load Esteban Santiago's full perception while firing into the cache. By loading Esteban Santiago's full perception while firing in the cache, upgrades the home's intelligence, or wherever the location is, the location intelligence, to operate like mind control transport method for walking of the subject or the target within the airport intelligence. So it upgrades the preset of the home basically to an airport, okay? And then you can enact, by enacting this perception, which will mind control you to actually seek and take fire, maybe one hand. I got two hands on it, but this last time I got one hand and I got hysterical laughing. Um, but anyhow, that moves the home's intelligence to an airport where you can now navigate to the runway or theoretical runway and explore mission operations under mind control. That is to include a airport hijacking, a runway aircraft hijacking. So this runway aircraft hijacking is enactable from the backyard per se, and where I use neural process command enact to hijack aircraft from the theoretical runway on an aircraft that sets a mind control sequence, right, of an attack chant when I say I took the plane, and summon the old function from Al Qaeda. Um, when I summon the old function based on the Al Qaeda program, basically saying I took the plane, it's auto upgraded to state Atakalele, meaning it auto upgrades to a discrete attack chant that's associated with ISIS. So it's actually moving information. It's now recognized an Al Qaeda asset has tried to take a plane, okay, theoretically. Okay, it's recognized that this Al Qaeda program condition has been identified. It's rejected entirely and then auto upgraded to say Atakalele under ISIS. So basically, you need two things to figure this out. You need the Esteban Santiago's full perception while firing, which encodes the home into an airport, okay, in the intelligence, and then you need Al Qaeda's full perception while hijacking, which you'll need to role model a mind control function from there and then apply it to the hijacking sequence at the right time, and you'll see that it's upgraded to say Atakalele, and Atakalele has been determined to be discrete to ISIS. I don't know any other terrorist groups that are using Atakalele, but it's powerful. ISIS military is using it a lot, extensively. And you can see that these mind control functions can speak synthetically, automatically stating these things like they're just used manufacturing. They could just manufacture millions of these. Millions. And they're just being decoded, and they're being called synthetic schizophrenics. They're being called all sorts of things. Attackers, synthetic schizophrenics, ISIS. They're being called Al Qaeda. They're being called mind control victims. They're being called synthetic schizophrenics. People with synthetic Parkinson's are suffering from mind control I mean, they're all military commanders that are commanding of ISIS, operating neural weaponry. They're doing massive operations. So it's not just one person. It's not like, no, it's not like one group. It's a massive group. They're operating for ISIS. They're operating for Al Qaeda. They're operating. It's the same people operating all of these things. Really, a lot of it. A lot of it. So when you see about like people on mind control, like you start to look into people that are suffering and stuff like that. But like gang stalking, mind control, it's like a massive war. See, some of these targeted individuals are actually fighting with neural weapons, where they're using neural weapons processes against the neurology of human beings to devolve, to decay, to deform them, to attack them. And these are like the civilians going all on out with the military, like fighting it out using these processes. Like, this is the most advanced civilian war, I think, that they could possibly imagine. And they're just out there fighting, like, with mind control. It's crazy. You guys gotta, like, do something about this shit.